grab a seat, sip some wisdom, and stay a while. This is the Prosperity Lounge, where growth gets personal. Step inside, we're breaking chains.
All right. Welcome. We are here live. Trying to figure out the camera situation a little bit on my computer here. Live, the Knox County, Tennessee election night watch party. So, mind the glare behind me a little bit. It's the whatever. But we're here at the Knox County GOP election night watch party, giving results. Kind of stuff in real time. Got the news next to us, the real life news. We're here and just doing some stuff. How you doing? Not at all. I'm live. I'm going to be live all night, so it's never an interruption.
So you run the radio?
Yes, sir. I'm on 96.3 on Friday nights from 6 to 7. And 96.3 is Praise 96.3, the number one gospel station in the area. Yeah. Yep, exactly. I do small business, personal finance, leadership, and community talk on Friday night. So I talk to a lot of the candidates, a lot of small business leaders, people in nonprofits.
So now, are you employed by them?
No, this is my own thing. Prosperity Lounge is my own baby.
And so you buy the time from them and then do your show?
Yes, sir. And I got some sponsors to help out and get a few.
Have you done that?
I'm sorry?
Have you done it for
a year? Actually, a year.
Is that right?
Yep.
Has it been successful?
We are the number one Friday night, 6 o'clock, East Tennessee-based radio show. I think we're the only ones that start at 6 o'clock on Friday nights. That's why I go with that. And internationally ranked podcast. And all the episodes go up as a podcast on iTunes, Spotify, Pandora, Amazon, everywhere.
You have studios at home?
Basically, right here with a little green screen behind me and a little desk, and I do my stuff remotely with people. And then Fridays I'm live. Yeah. Yep. Let me mute my mic. More about their background and who they are and why they're running, as opposed to what their policies are. I figure people would be able to figure that out based on that.
I got your card. My name's Tom.
Joey
Tom Moffett.
Ruffalo.
WETR radio. Joy 620.
Joy is awesome.
Yeah, they're my
All right,
station.
I'm going to loop.
Republican control of Knox County, right? And that's really important because when you look at Knox County, we are the envy of the state of Tennessee. We are the envy of the country. Talk to folks all the time across the state, really across America, at how do you do what you're doing in Knox County? How is it possible? And frankly, it's just because of good conservative public policy. It's not rocket science. Common sense.
A little.
So Knox County has to remain in Republican hands, not only for us, those of us who live in Knox County, but for the rest of the state. We are the third largest county in the state. We are the largest Republican county in the state of Tennessee. We are probably one of the largest Republican districts for local government in the United States of America. Super important. All of us support
Knox County Mayor Glenn Jacobs is talking right now. WWE's Kane.
We fight like cats and dogs. That's cool. But once the primary is over, we have to come together to support Republican candidates. I am on the very conservative side of the political spectrum. And I remember one time I was talking with Bob Griffiths, who is former Congressman Jimmy Duncan's chief of staff. Bob had a great political mind. And I was fussing about someone in Congress. And they were Republican, but they were conservative enough, right? And Bob's like, here's the thing. And Bob's very conservative as well. Here's the thing. They vote with us 75% of the time. It ain't 100%, but it's 75. Do you want 75 or do you want 5? That's the fact of the matter. Yeah, we may not have people we perfectly agree with, but we're going to agree most stuff. And that's the important thing. And we have to rally around the candidates who win these primaries to ensure that they win the general election. Because if we don't, the Democrats will start picking off seats one by one. We've already kind of seen that happen. So please, after tonight, let's all rally around the winners of tonight. Again, my hat is off to anyone who is willing to serve. All the candidates who are in these races, I applaud you and your family and friends. It's really difficult, especially in the current political environment. But when folks win, it's incumbent upon us as Republicans to support the Republican nominees. Right? See you all in August. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Jacobs. And in case you didn't hear me earlier, I'm sorry that the mic wasn't working properly, but early voting numbers and absentee numbers are starting to come in. We'll post them as soon as we can. The numbers from the polling stations will start to come in. I expect about 8:45 to 9 o'clock, and we'll post them as soon as possible. We'll invite the prevailing candidates to come forward and speak to us and tell us how happy they are to win the election. In the meantime, make yourself at home, have something to eat, cash bar in the rear, and thanks for being here tonight.
so funny where you never know who you're gonna meet.
Welcome back, everybody. Most of the show tonight, I'm gonna be leaving stuff on in the background here, gonna capture the ambiance of the event. What we got going on here? This is the Knox County, Tennessee primary night, and we're here because we talked to a bunch of the candidates on our show. And we're going to get some live feedback, some live reactions, some live results and takeaways on what's going on. I'm going to try to share my screen with you guys as we get some election results coming in. Yeah, he's heading home. He's probably not going to. He said he's heading home. I was going to ask him to sit down. He's like, I'm heading home.
No, we don't know what it is.
I do know what the Wi-Fi is, but I'm not giving it out. So, this is my Wi-Fi. All right, so we have unofficial reports so far of nobody reporting. We're going to get the early stuff first, about 8:15. We're going to get the first drop. That's in about 2 minutes. We're going to get the first drop of votes here. Let me go ahead and share the screen here with you guys. I'll put me on the corner there where we have the screen going. So early official results here coming in shortly. All right, we got some stuff rolling here. I'll be right there. I'm live. I need to put up a sign that says live.
Recording in process.
I got nobody in right yet. First drop is supposed to be at 8:15. We're getting ready for that first drop of polling data coming in. This is the early voting results. Day of voting ended at 8 o'clock this evening Eastern time. So we are waiting for that. It's a pretty decent turnout. We're going to be bringing some videos, some interviews from some of the candidates, hopefully. Some of the people in the party, some of the people who are attending. Just kind of see what it's about. So we're here, we're happy to be here, happy to report. Like I said, we got a lot of people here who have been on the show supporting their campaigns, and we're here to kind of give them some extra support and yeah. Early voting results are coming in. Okay. Early voting numbers on the whiteboard. You go take a picture of that early voting numbers for me, please. My assistant's gonna go. Just take a picture of it for me so I can read it. Some early voting numbers have come in. We're going to go check out the whiteboard. And our assistant executive director is going to go check that out and see what the numbers are. See if we can get some numbers in there. All All right. So as we wait for the first set of results, waiting for the website to update as well here. We don't have the website updated as of yet, but I guess they get some call-ins, and so they're able to update some stuff through the phone on who's what where in the voting process. So we have our results on the screen, and we are also scrolling on our mobile website as well, waiting for more results. There's food here too, which is great. They provide food and drink, and which is nice. Dessert, coffee. This is good. Enjoy that. Kyle. And some results coming. Okay. All right. So far we got early results coming in. We got right now. I don't know what the precincts are right now, but we have Betsy Henderson with 12,354 votes, Kim Frazier with 6,128, and Larson J with 8,816. School Board District 9, Bill Schofield is up with 1,089 to Christy Christie's 955. City Clerk, you have Richie Beeler is up 11,000. Second is John Whitehead at 6,800. And Commission Seat 10, Kimberly Glenn with 10,000 votes right now, and Justin Kofer with 9,913. City Commission 7, we have Barry Beeler with 2,000 votes, Justin Mash with 1,200 votes, and Buddy Burkhart with 567 votes. And then for Sheriff right now, we have Brent Gibson with the lead with 11,860, followed by David Amburn, 8,349. Then Mike Davis with 3,900, and then J.J. Jones with 3,100. So that's where we are with early right now, early voting numbers. I believe that might be all the early voting numbers that are in. If day of was as low as we think it might be, or as it is, then some of these numbers are going to hold. The close race is obviously going to be the School Board District 9 right now, Commission Seat 10. We don't have early numbers for Commission Seat 11, which is Garrett Holt, Liz Tombras. But we're going to go check that out. They're just adding some more numbers right now. So, and we're going to see what's next. Okay, we're getting some more results on the screen right now. And we're going to check it out and see what's going on. Thank you, sir. Austin, could I?
Frog in my throat. Does that matter?
No.
So this is the first ever of its kind. East Tennessee YRs.
Yeah.
With Blount County, Anderson County, Knox County, Newton County, Sevier County, Jefferson County, Loudon County. We're hosting hopeful gubernatorial with all three. But
All three are invited. Monty's going to be there, of course, everywhere.
He's the only one that's actually confirmed.
Okay.
What is it?
Set up a table?
Yeah. What time you want to do it right now?
No, everything else at this event.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Let's talk about
Actually, you mean?
No, it's for me to set up a table and record from it, interview from it, and everything else.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we'll hammer out the details. I just want to get permission first.
Absolutely.
Sweet, buddy.
That'd be a good time.
Thank you.
It's on the bottom.
Okay. Oh, Commission 9. All right, Commission 9 seat here. We got Garrett Holt, 15,607 to Liz Thomas' 8,400. So again, this is early voting numbers. We're not really sure exactly where we're at, what percentage of early voting numbers that is. But we're seeing some things play out that we thought were going to play out. And yeah, we shall see.
Brian?
I got numbers.
We do have numbers. We have numbers. We will get to that, but we're going to build the momentum
Yeah. So I believe there's also cookies somewhere. They're probably going to be gone before. Are you live? Okay.
I'll go to the bathroom.
I got it on here.
Let me go to the restroom now.
Terry here on social strategy.
Yeah.
So
You're good. Okay. So basically, again, we're waiting for some other numbers to come in. We got early numbers right now. Not looking good for some of the candidates. But it is what it is. So the website is down right now. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3.
And the sheriff, too, number one, they're all Republicans, all four of them are Republicans. That's a whole hornet's nest as far as Democrats cross voting over there. Some of the other videos you'll see on that one, we see a good lines. But I want to talk about each individual of the four. Now, in my opinion, I know I've met all four, talked about all four, had a sit down with all four. Each one brought something new to the table. I mean, they did. I mean, you had experience from someone that was already there. You had someone at the federal level coming in. You had an officer that was a retirement officer, and one that's currently a detective. You had this whole gamut of people. You could roll them into one. You didn't have to put the sheriff in the wrong. But, you know, that's where we're at. So we're going to see who's going to lead as a sheriff coming in Knox County. Pretty good. Yeah, the numbers are coming in right now.
You want breaking news and numbers?
Come on, we're going to bring in Joey over here from Prosperity.
Using my mic so I can be heard on my show too at the same time. All right, got breaking news right now, guys. In the mayor's race, early voting right now has Betsy Henderson with 12,354 votes, Larson J with 8,868, Kim Frazier with 6,128. School Board District 9, Bill Schofield with 1,089, Christie with 955. City Clerk's race, Richie Beeler with 11,079 in first, followed by John Whitehead, then Jimmy Duncan, and then Rodney Lane with 1,900 bringing up the rear right now.
Let's go to the sheriff. We just talked.
Oh, you want to talk about the sheriff's race? Okay, sheriff's race right now in the lead with 11,860 votes is Brent Gibson.
Wow.
Followed by David Amburn with 8,300 votes.
Okay.
Mike Davis with 3,900 and Jimmy J.J. Jones with 3,100. The all-important county commission seats. County commission seat 3, Sherry Super and Gina Oster. Sherry Super with 1,324. Gina Oster with 1,238.
Ooh, close. That one's close.
That's very close.
Commission seat 7, Barry Beeler with 2,093. Justin Mash with 1,245. And Buddy Burkhart with 567.
Wow.
At-large seats, we have Kimberly Glenn in seat 10 with 10,015, followed by Justin Kofer with 9,913. So about 100 votes separating that.
Close too.
Ronnie Rochelle with 3,900. And in this district at-large 11, Garrett Holt, 15,609.
Wow.
Liz Tombras with 8,423.
Wow.
So that's where we're at right now. Yeah. So the closest races to watch right now are going to be Commission Seat 3, School Board 9, Commission Seat 10.
Commission seat 10. That's at large. That's
Yeah.
the district. So
Those are the 3 to watch. We got early voting in. We're not sure exactly how early, if it's all of early voting, but it seems like it. That's about 26,000 votes in the mayor's race. So seems that would be pretty close to early voting.
Joey, let me bring Phil Ballard in here real quick. Phil?
Yeah, let me step away.
Yep, we'll get you in here real quick. Phil, introduce yourself to our audience. We're going to talk a little bit more about your election. How does it make you feel? Tell us what you want.
Yeah, no, let me try to get bigger here. How's that? I don't know if that number's work out for you guys there. But right now, there's nothing on the actual Knox County website as far as the numbers go. Getting please wait requests momentarily. We are going to get some numbers that are on the screen. We do have some numbers that are on the screen right now. See if that works for you guys. I didn't realize my other mic was low. The Knox County site is refreshing it. It's telling me is still trying to work out. But other than that, we are just waiting for some more updates. We think this is all the early voting numbers. I'm not sure yet. Because some of those races seem like a little low. But again, yeah. So we are waiting for some more results to come in. Knox County website is not updated yet. The camera's on me. I got a camera on the crowd. I'm gonna have a guest shortly. Probably we'll sit down and we'll sit down and. So again, the races to watch right now are Commission Seat 10, School Board Seat 9, Commission Seat 3. Sheriff's race could be interesting day of. There's not that much between Gibson and Amburn. And mayor's race is going to be who's second, I think, at this point. Who's second and who's third? The day of voting flip anybody? I mean, the early voting was pretty high. There wasn't a lot. There wasn't that big of an early voting numbers. It was 10% of the total population voted. But we got the news people next to us wondering what we're doing and how we get to be here doing what we're doing, and they're over there. So we get to be the news tonight. It's just a lot of fun. So crowd is starting to trickle in a little bit. I suspect we're going to see most of the candidates here, especially the winners. The winners will come by, and obviously they'll give little speeches and stuff. And Judge race isn't on there yet. The judge that should be on there soon too at some point. But we're not getting. We don't have the judges race right now on it. Knox County website keeps telling me to check back shortly.
Hello.
Check back. Our website. Try your guest request again momentarily. I'm not getting precinct reports yet either. I've got some precinct reports, but everything is still nobody reporting on those precinct reports. So they haven't dumped the numbers yet. We're just getting some numbers. See again, try your request again momentarily. So they are waiting to update some of this stuff here. Try to grab some people to sit down with us for a bit here and talk. Who's next? Yeah. So I'm going to keep the numbers on the screen just in case. We'll see what's going on. When it refreshes, The screen here as well is not refreshed. And they call in. They get some numbers here and there. They know who to call and get the numbers written down. So we'll see how it goes. It's still early on primary night here in Knox County. Most of these candidates will move on to the August general election. And then August is also a primary for some federal candidates. So while these candidates will move, some of them will move on because they do have an opponent, some don't. Like in the sheriff's race, there is no opponent. So whoever wins the sheriff's race tonight is the sheriff. And basically the mayors will have a Democrat opponent in August. But August is also the primary for, like I said, federal. So that's the primary for Congressman Burchett's seat. The governor's seat is August as well. And those elections will be final in November. So we have basically elections in March, August, and November. So lots of elections in Knox County. Three elections. Little kids running around, which is cool to see. Got the elephant over there in the corner. The actual news, trying to do news.
Hello. How are you? Being in there.
You're good. Yeah. I'll turn the camera around because he shouldn't want to be on camera.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
It's all good. Thank you. Thank you. So, most people don't know that I am live right now and doing interviews. So, still waiting on those numbers to come in. See who we can grab for an interview. So we'll grab Martin Daniel. Be right back, guys. Be right back.
I see you on there. That's awesome, man. We are here, and if you're here for the first time, 15-minute mark. We started at 8 o'clock. So make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Well, this is Brandy right here. He's actually a past chair as well for the Knox County. I had Daniel here. I've been asking the same question. I want to hear what do you tell me? Hasn't won there, but I just
Riveting content, people. I just did riveting content right now. There's nothing going on. We're just waiting for results. Maybe my executive assistant can grab me some food. That's what she's here for, food runner. The press is running around trying to figure out how we're getting stuff done, and they're not. So let's see who we got coming on.
Good to see you guys on. I appreciate it.
Got some good tunes playing in the background. I hear there's chocolate chip cookies somewhere. Still haven't gotten one. I need to make sure if somebody wants to sit down, I can interview them. And my executive, they might just walk by and not sit down because they don't see a host here. My executive assistant should be getting me what I need to survive for the evening. Maybe some iced tea would be great. Coffee's great, but it's like I need something cold.
It's dirty water. People are complaining.
No, it's not. Sweet tea? Eesh. Blasphemy in the South.
That's like a blasphemy.
David Amburn. So, yeah, the numbers are coming in so far. Quickly, we have some whiteboard numbers here, and Amburn is currently, from early voting, in second place. I think it's 11,000 to 8,800 something between Gibson and Amburn right now. So, some early numbers. It's close. We're waiting on some more updates to come in. We only have some early voting numbers for every district so far. Closest races are going to be County Commission Seat 3, County Commission Seat 10, and School Board Seat 9 right now are the closest. That's what's going on at the moment. Again, I got the website up in the corner, waiting for some more information to show up. Yeah. So... See if I can grab. See if I can. Martin Daniels is supposed to come over and talk to me shortly. He's got a microphone in his hand right now, going to somebody. He's the chairman of the party currently. He's walking around currently. What about treasurer? The trustee, Justin Biggs race. We don't have those numbers yet either. It's not on the board yet. We don't have that. We don't have the judges race yet. So we're still waiting on those two on the board. Yeah. It's just a test, I guess, to see where people can talk from in case they want to leave quickly.
Well, we have a couple of uncontested races with winners. That's Charlie Susano, circuit court clerk,
and Mike Hammond. They ran unopposed.
Mike Hammond, our criminal court clerk. Congratulations. You did such a great job. Nobody won running.
They both ran unopposed, so they easily got a win there. Let's see.
I told Martin, I'll make it quick. I told Martin, he said, would you like to get up and say something? I said, I'll get up and I'll say something when the criminal court's ready to get up and say something. So all I'll say is I'm proud to represent our party. You can't understand what it means to represent so many people that you like and you know and support you. And I don't know, it's just a real honor. And I think public service, if you take it seriously, like I'll tell you that this man does, if you take it seriously, it's gratifying beyond belief. And I'm just grateful. I'm happy to see you all. I like when we all get together, and wish everybody well. And I want to turn it over to the number one court clerk in Knox County, Mike Hammond.
He's very kind. I really appreciate the opportunity to work with Charlie. We work very close. And so this just helps with the whole court system. But I just want to say thank you, because even though I was unopposed and Charlie was unopposed, we needed your votes. And for those of you who voted for us, thank you very much, because it means more than you could ever realize, the fact that even though, we didn't have anybody else on the ballot, that you chose, because you made a choice to vote for us.
August.
Now, tonight is the beginning.
Yeah.
Regardless of who wins and who loses,
yep. I'm going to need your help.
August. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to get together behind our Republican nominees, because we got to kick some Democrat booty. So let's all get together and let's work toward that, okay? And thank you again.
I'm sure we're going to hear the same rhetoric from the other side about kicking Republican booty. Yeah. Tracking down who my next guest is going to be. We got confirmation. Let's see what we got coming on here. Everybody is coming by?
No. Not everyone. Some people are
I'm super excited.
Yeah. How you doing? Probably. Yeah. We're live right now on YouTube. Oh, you're fine. You're good. Say hello, everybody. Right now, you get your shirt a little bit. You're good to go, buddy. No, you're good. I need content, because right now it's just waiting for the results to come in. We don't really have much going on the results page. So we don't have the early voting numbers on there, and that's it so far. The page is.
We're going to declare another winner.
Page is down.
Sherry Witt, our new register of deeds. Sherry, please come forward.
Another person who ran unopposed.
Thank you so much. Gosh, I don't know what to say. I'm just running unopposed. It's the best way to run. I'm going to tell you right now. It was awesome. But I had some
Absolutely.
races, and so we've been out working the polls. All of the Republicans are going to run so strong. in office, and I'm so proud of them. And I'm just proud of you all, of this party, and what it means to me. You're so good to us, and I appreciate you more than you know. And let's just keep our fingers crossed, and I think we're getting some good results. And thank you all.
Thank you, Sherry. Congratulations.
Let's see if we can get Martin Daniel. He told me after a few interviews he'd come over. He probably forgot, which it's fine. It's a very busy night. Colin Revney, we are live right now on YouTube. How are you doing? Good to hear you. You want to sit down for an interview, or you're? Yeah. I'm trying to get Martin Daniel to sit down with me. He said he would, but he's running around. I want to get him down before he's busy for the night. So, yeah, waiting on that stuff now. Okay. Yeah, that's what I figured. Make some calls and stuff. Yeah, I got it on here refreshing in real time too. Just waiting for it. Yeah. So far, we got a couple of close races to watch. We'll see how it goes. So perfect. Yeah. Where'd he go? He's over there. I gotta just tap him and tell him to sit down. I already talked to him. He said he's gonna come over, but he wanted to give Charlie the mic time, and then out of sight, out of mind. I want to get him before Brian gets him. Yes. Mr. Martin. You ready for him, sir? Right here. All right. All right. Got a mic for you. All right. So we're live right now. I'm here with Martin Daniel. He's the current chair of the Knox County Republican Party. We're here on watch night #1 of 2026. Got some early results that have come in. Some races seem to be already decided. Others are very close. But not everything is decided until
some very
absentee and
very surprising results there, Joey.
Yeah. So what does a night like this mean to you as party chair on this side of the equation, where you're not a candidate, you were a candidate at one point, you were an office holder, you went through this as a candidate, now you're kind of facilitating it for other candidates. What does a night like this mean to you?
Well, it's great to see everybody come out and be interested in what the results are, want to celebrate with us. We really would like to see, as far as the party is concerned, we don't take sides. We don't endorse anybody in the races, but we just like to see a lot of people voting. And looks like we had a heavy turnout in early voting. It's my understanding the lines were slow today, but steady. And when I was driving over here tonight, I know the traffic was very heavy. So I'm hopeful that we had a big number here in the last few hours tonight.
Yeah, I was over at the Ferry Middle School earlier today, this afternoon, about 5:30. Had about 400 voters at that point. 410, I think, was the count. They said it was one of the busier locations of the day. Early voting has been an option for quite a while. It's the first. Honestly, this was the first year I ever early voted. I always vote day of. I always was opposed to early voting. I always thought something like, if I early vote, my candidate's going to kick a cat the next day, and I'm going to be very disappointed in them.
Yeah.
So wait till the last minute. But once you decide, you make up your mind, you early vote. And I think early voting numbers itself, though, as people start realizing it as an option, will start hopefully getting better. But I think we're only at 8, 9, maybe 10% of total voting registered voters for early voting.
Yeah, I think it was 11%.
11%,
and
okay.
I'm hopeful that we'll have, so we had 32,000 people vote in the early voting and absentee. I'm hoping that we'll have an equal number in the election day voting today.
Okay.
Anything close to that, I would be happy. So if we had a total of 65 to 70,000. I think that would be a very good turnout from the party's point of view.
That would be amazing. Do you follow the races closely? You obviously ebbs and flows and trends with how voting goes. What do you see in Knox County right now as far as what the voters are looking for from, let's say, from your mayoral race and your sheriff's race? Those are the two big ones.
Well, I think that tonight is going to answer that question. So,
Sure.
as you know, development is we always saw it out there being mentioned a lot. We didn't know if that was going to be a factor in the race. It looks like it is. Taxes, development, law and order, all of
Sure.
those are big issues. And if the candidate emphasized those, it looks like they're doing well tonight.
Yeah, you definitely see those early numbers. You talked about it; it resonated for sure. We have some close races right now. School Board 9 looks like it's close. Commission 3 and Commission 10 are neck and neck.
Very close.
Do you see? So we're still waiting on, what are we waiting on? Absentee voting and then day of voting, correct?
Yes, correct.
Traditionally, absentee voting, where does that usually, how does that move the needle, if any?
Not much, but when you got a close race like this, it can be deciding.
Right. That's true.
So,
we've seen races in the past where 12 votes decided the last, what was it?
the mayor's
race last year was 12 votes.
Yeah. The mayor's race back in 18 was 23 votes.
23. So
every vote counts.
Every vote counts. Every absentee vote, every day of vote, every vote counts. And that's the important thing to tell people is every vote counts, and get out and vote. It's your God-given constitutional right in America. Get out and vote.
We need to really,
I don't care who you vote for, just vote.
Encourage people to get out for the general election in August. It's very important that we hold all the commission seats and we take back a couple of school board seats.
That's the thing here in Knox County that gets confusing to some. Is we have 3 elections. We have primaries now. These primaries are final in August. And August is also primaries for November. And then there's some just final races in August, like State Executive Committee, Town of Farragut. Those are just one and dones in August. But August also has the primaries for federal. So Tim Burchett, the governor's race, state races, those are all August. So there could be some voter fatigue.
Yeah, and unfortunately, the bill that would have brought city elections in line with state and federal and county did not pass the legislature this year. I was disappointed in that, but maybe next year.
Next year. Okay. Martin, thank you so much.
Thank you, Joey.
Appreciate you. Yes, sir. Check in later. Thank you, sir. Okay. That was Martin Daniel, Executive Director, or not Executive Director, Chairman. Yeah, it's the Knox County election site. I can text it. I'm going to see if I can get that site back up. Right now, there's nothing going on the site, the absentee voting site. Oh, we have some stuff. Hold on. Hold on, everybody. Yep, got it here. Hold on a second here. Okay, we have some votes here up, ready to go.
Double your salary.
All right. Okay, so county mayor, 28,000 votes cast right now. Absentee votes are in. We have, let me get on the page here for you guys so you can see it. Emily Abbott right now is currently the only one running for the criminal court. County mayor, we have Kim Frazier. There's some absentee and early voting. County mayor's race. So we got Larson J with 9,200, Betsy Anderson with 1,257, or 12,600, and then Kim Frazier with 62. Got a really close race here in District 3. We got absentee voting in. Sherry Super is up by less than 100 votes. District 7, Barry Beeler is up by about 900 votes. Seat 10, Kimberly Glenn and Justin Kofer are neck and neck. 50, 60 votes between them. Garrett Holt is up by 8,000 votes in seat 11. Trustees race, Nick McBride is up 13,000 to 8,000 over Justin Biggs. In the judges race, we got Andrea Klein up by about 1,000 votes right now over Rhonda Lee. In the Republican Party sheriff's race, we have Brent Gibson up over David Amber. I got some results for you.
Oh, we do. Okay.
Yep. How you doing? I don't know. All right, so currently right now we got Emily Abbott, who's only running for a criminal court judge. She's unopposed, so she's there. County mayor's race has the absentee voting in as well right now, or absentee early voting. Betsy Anderson with 12,627. Larson J, 9,251. Kim Frazier with 6,200. In District 3 Commission, Sherry Super with 1,357. Gina Oster, 1,269. So less than 100 votes there, separating them. District 7, Barry Beeler with 2,100 votes. Justin Mash with 1,200. Buddy Burkhart with 589. Right now, Beeler is up 53 to 31%. District 10. Wow. Kimberly Glenn with 10,270. Justin Kofer with 10,218.
40 versus 18.
270 versus 218. So 41.77 to 41.56% right now going into day of. Garrett Holt with the lead, 64% over Liz Tombras, 16,000 to 8,000. In the trustees race, Nick McBride with the early lead with 13,000 and 50% of the vote, followed by Justin Biggs with 8,700, and then Barry Hawkins with 42. In the general sessions judge race, we have Andrea Klein with 13,156, followed by Rhonda Lee with 12,155, about 1,000 vote difference there. In the sheriff's race, Brent Gibson with 12,139, followed by David Ambern with 8,600. Then Mike Davis with just over 4,000, and Jimmy J.J. Jones with 3,200. And we know Sassano and Hammond won those races. In the county clerk's race, Richie Beeler with 11,000, followed by John Whitehead, then John J. Duncan. School board races, everybody's got their votes there. District 6, Leanne Evans with 2,100 votes over Kevin Crato with 1,200. And in District 9, Bill Sofield with 1,119 and Christy with 989.
We're going to digest those numbers here very shortly. Right behind Joey, and we have also the TV station too as well. They're covering this coming on and off the air, depending on who is actually being announced.
I got Democrat numbers if you're interested.
Nope, not interested. So, all right, we'll bring the camera back around this way.
5,400 Democrats voted from there. Bohawk, 5,400.
In Knox County, there were 3 people running for county mayor. There was only
So there you go.
one Democrat, no independents, no other parties. So we got 3 Republicans, 1 Democrat. Democrat will obviously go on to general and compete against the
Okay, so let's see if we can grab another candidate or two.
Right now, we're seeing the numbers starting to come in. I heard 12,000 to 8,000. We got 12,000, 14,000 versus 7,000. So there was a lot of votes already used, and we're going to find out. Some of the races that are being decided right now by either 50.
There's definitely a few races where people are on pins and needles for sure. So we'll see how that goes the rest of the night here. Let's see if we can grab somebody else to talk. Who else can we want to talk to? I want to talk to Daniel Herrera, I think, right? See if we can get a candidate here. Maybe Sherry Witt will sit down with us here and talk about what she does. What is the Register of Deeds? I don't know. I'm always curious to find out what Register of Deeds is. Let me go make a round or two and see if I can round up some interviews. Be right back, guys. Stay tuned.
Yes, guys, happy Cinco de Mayo out there right now. We got like egg rolls and chicken. Actual. Joey, we got a few interviews online. Check those videos out, a couple collaborations. Joey was not on this ballot. However, he is running for Norfolk Alderman in Farragut. So, your election, talk about your election. That's what it's about. Talk about what you're doing right now, Prosperity Lounge, right next to you. Segue right now to talk about our current North Alderman right now, who just walked in the door. He is also running for mayor in all the same races that Joey is. Oh, man. I don't want to sunshine here. That's a great segment. Ryan, nice to meet you. I was in a ton of yeah, it was, I'll tell you, at first, it was surprising. Big thing to surprise me was especially out west. I got it. No, no. All right. Yeah, talk about yourself or Alderman. Joey is not, there's actually two Aldermen for each ward in the South. So Joey's running the other one, not for your spot. Correct. It'll be in August 20th. It'll be 2 years. So he's running for every 2 years. What are you running for now? Town of Fury Mayor. How do I just baseline that? Yes. Oh my goodness. Mr. Kane, what does it mean that he's here? You run our board of aldermen and mayor meetings. Obviously, you attend a lot of events with different organizations and businesses in the area. And I think you really just got to be the spokesperson for the town. The day-to-day operations are handled by our town. What's the biggest thing you're going to see? Yeah, you're running in a nonpartisan race. Really just get out and talk to the people in the town of Farragut, just like I did
job too. I was working for the schools, being a school teacher. I was the football team as well.
I volunteer at the high school football team. If you're at a game in Farragut on Friday nights, and you see the drone flying overhead, I fly the drone. It's not tied into our scoreboard yet. No, we're working on that. Actually, we're working on getting it tied into the video scoreboard that we have. And I think it'll be pretty cool right there.
You won your first election. Very rare. You did a great job, Mike. Decent.
62-38.
I think it was pretty darn good. What do you give? What's your advice?
Just hold your head up high, regardless of the result tonight. As long as you can go at the end of the day and say, I did everything I can in that race. I didn't hold anything back. Don't second guess yourself. Don't tell yourself afterwards. You probably in a few days go, oh, man, I wish I would have done this different. But, at the time, we felt it was the best thing to do. Just hold it. And if you're one of those winning candidates, look back at what you did to win. But at the same time, look back at the people who helped you get there, and the people you talk to while you're on the campaign trail, and don't disappoint them. Really go back and listen to what they had to say. Because when it all comes down to it, regardless of the position you have in this county or anywhere else, you're there for people. That's how I look at it every day in my role. I represent 25,000 people. Somebody like our new sheriff tonight's going to represent probably 500,000 people. Yes, it is. Alex King from there. It's C-A-N.
I mean, if someone's typing in right now very quickly, vote VOTEALEX-CAIN.
It's not vote. I'm sorry. I apologize.
It's just thousands of dollars.
It's just Alex King from there. I'm sorry. I forgot. And when we put the word vote in there, it got too big and it got kicked out. It was just too many letters. Yeah. So it's alexkingfrommayor.com. CAIN.
All right, thanks, sir. Good luck. Enjoy your night.
Thank you.
Sarah, you feeling right now? Okay, I'm sorry. I know, that's exactly right. Okay, so not only do I already know, I'm being like whispered across the microphone, not political. So, what does it mean to you not be voting for elected office?
waiting for a lot of the candidates. You know, maybe it didn't go their way. And, anyway. Want to say anything else about me when you're talking to
It was impressive. I mean, best dressed out here. She did what she does. She running out of pose, but Sherry was great. Sherry is registered. All kinds of work. No, that is the only identity.
find out more about American Prosperity, is
There is a website, but also if you want to come to our awesome like we do a coffee and conversation every single Friday morning, 9 to 10:30 a.m. 9724 Kingston Pike, Building 10, Suite 1000.
what's your overall nationwide prosperity station?
Absolutely.
Now, you take a lot of people to Knox, to Nashville, on a capital trip. We've been on that. We've got a couple of well, some of the leaders there. What is the overall?
Yes, anything that helps give more freedom and more choice back to us Americans, right? Because less regulations, bearing down on hardworking Americans, making our lives more difficult, and making prices higher. We need more of that. Have you seen gas lately?
We got a lot of libertarians on here right now. Lunatic libertarians. So
My favorite.
he might be, we might have actually mentioned it before.
I haven't checked a ton of them yet. I just got one for myself. Almost looked up with a
Parking is atrocious. I love watching people walk in the door. Fantastic. All right. So good. Yes. If you haven't checked out, guys, down and talk about I do coffee every Friday. So it's really nice to get out. Now we don't have an agenda. We talk about current events. We talk about whatever we want to. And it's a good outlet. It's a good feeder for information too. When you have questions about anything to do with business, you talk about people that are older, younger than you, different categories of life. You're talking about saying, you know what, how do I do this situation? So I should encourage you. Put down the Xbox controller, the PlayStation, whatever you're playing now. Go out and find a group. I'm not saying be a safe space or anything. I'm just talking about having a good, decent conversation and being able to share a cup of coffee or a beer or anything else. A lot of good information going on. Some running, some take a little break. Intermission. Right, he tried to get Don to do it. I was just saying, if you wanted to go honest. That's great.
That's a great answer. Yeah, he didn't have to answer that.
Because I get $1 off. Yes. Get Joey back on my door as well. Plus we're gonna just back. Haven't checked that out. Go ahead and look at just like I said, freedom is
We are. No, you're fine for now. When my wife comes back, you may need to give up the chair back to her, but you're good for now. All right, we're back, guys. We're just kind of hanging out, waiting on some more results to come in.
Aaron,
14% of the precincts voting right now for day of. Anything changed so far? Awesome sauce here. Let's get going here.
His numbers are looking really good. But he He doing there? I gotta go through. What are you doing? And my guys are doing good too. He's going to interview me, bless his heart. Good luck to him.
Good to see you, Jerry Ruffalo. Testing. Here's your microphone for you. All right, I'm here with Sherry Witt, who is now the
Register of Deeds.
Okay, can you get that camera a little bit there? Oh, perfect. Can you tell me what the Register of Deeds is?
The Register of Deeds is in charge of all the property transactions in the county of Knox, in this case.
Okay, so when somebody sells a property and you get a deed to your house, you have to register it.
That's right. We put it on record there, and you can get a copy of it. We also do DD 214s and liens and trust deeds, which shows what kind of mortgage you have, releases that shows that it's been released, things of that nature.
And DD 214s are military.
That's an honorary discharge from the mill.
Paperwork, yep.
And they actually record those for free. So while in the clerk's office doing those real IDs,
Okay.
we had to have some of those when people were wanting the military ID as well, put on their driver's license. I was like, oh, by the way, you can
Interesting.
go to the Register of Deeds and get your copy, or have your original recorded for free, and then we can use that as well.
Now, you've been involved in Knox County politics for quite some time.
A lot.
You're currently the
I'm currently
clerk.
the county clerk. No court in there, okay? Just the clerk.
Just the clerk. Where were you before the clerk?
The Register of Deeds.
Register of Deeds.
Yes,
So you've done this job before.
So I'm
you know
going
exactly what you're
home.
talking about. So you've done the deeds. You've done the deeds. Okay.
You've done the deeds.
Dirty deeds.
The good deeds.
The good deeds, not the dirty deeds. And went to the clerk, which is a very similar role because you're processing different things, right? Clerk is more driver's license, not driver's license.
Driver's license, passports, motor vehicle.
The tags.
We also do the commission records and business license. Notaries. There's just a lot of different things that the clerk does. Okay, there's just so many different. Hey, thank you.
I love that.
So, and what she's speaking of is and I'm very humbled by this. I was the first female Register of Deeds, and I was the first female clerk for Knox County. So
and now you're the first two-time woman Register of Deeds.
I'm probably the first two-time person that's held the office. So I don't know.
I love that.
It's exciting.
Yeah, and it's interesting because it is, like I was saying, it's very similar in scope. You're registering documents, different types of documents, but it's not like you're going into the job not knowing what you're doing.
The learning curve just isn't there.
Yeah.
So that's a wonderful thing. And I can say this, that I feel like it saves the citizens of Knox County, because Knox County has put a lot of time and money into training me to do those jobs. So when one office holder goes out, say for instance, in my time being an office holder, as I left that office, I tried to mentor someone else to do the job, my chief deputy, ideally. And so therefore, Knox County taxpayers weren't left with, oh, okay, Sherry Witt started something, but this person isn't going to finish it. They're just going to toss it out because somebody else thought of it, right? Anyway, so that's been a really great. Nick McBride was my chief deputy in the Register of Deeds office. He went on to be the Register of Deeds. Richie Beeler was my chief deputy, is my chief deputy in the clerk's office, and I have high hopes that he is going to be the next clerk.
So far, so good for him tonight.
Yeah.
He's up ahead.
The numbers are looking good.
Yeah. So in a situation like this, where you go from your office that you're currently in to the newer office, how does staffing work? I was always curious about that. Do you bring your own staff? Do you hire new staff? Do you keep staff that's there? I know it's a decision you don't have to make right now, but how does that? You talk about turnover and saving county money and training. Do you bring people with you? How's that? I was curious how that works.
I think everybody has their idea of what will make the office run better, but usually the institutional knowledge that is in those offices, that those people have been doing that work for a long time, I think it would be, in the office holder's best interest to keep those people, as you know, and as long as they want to work,
sure,
and are willing to work and can see things the same way, then I think that's a great thing, is to give. Of course, you're going to have a few people that you have thinking, okay, now I would like to see this, and this happen, and to do that, I may need this, and this person.
Yeah, and that person that's there might be like, I don't do it that way. I want to do it this way, and you're like, well, I'm the boss now. I see that. Okay. Because you don't do anything to work.
It's funny because what I always say is they'll say, there's a guy that does a podcast all the time, and he loves to tell this story about the gentleman coming up to the Register of Deeds office when I was in the Register of Deeds office, and he said he was upset about something that they couldn't do. The law prevented us from doing it. So they said, well, we'll have Sherry come out here and talk to you. So Sherry comes out there and talks to him, and I say, he goes, I want to see the man in charge. I said, well, I'm the female, and I am in charge, and I'm the register. And he said, well, I don't want to see you. I want to see the man in charge. So I take him in my office, and I'm thinking, okay, what am I going to say to this guy? So I have a mirror in there, and I said, do you see the image in that mirror? And he goes, what are you talking about? And I said, that's who's in charge of this office. As in you, the taxpayer, are in charge of this office. So I think that's very important for someone in a fee office to remember. It's not your money, it's our money, and it's.
I love that. So, how does the Register of Deeds work in conjunction with some of the other offices in Knox County?
It really is a separate office. I mean, now I will say that the property assessor's office, the trustee's office, they all use the register of deeds records, to look at and try to see, maybe on who owns the property, when's the last sale, what was the last sale amount. I'm sure all of those numbers are very important in their assessments.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that. Does that assessment? Because I know they were talking about, and maybe they've done it, going from that 4-year assessment to the 2-year, I think it was.
Yes.
And
that's the property assessor's
office. So having them kind of do that, does that put more work on you guys as far as what those things we're assessing for?
No, because those records are just accessible always.
Okay.
And it really doesn't have anything to do with that, with the Register of Deeds office, as far as the trustee's office, as far as what your appraisal is in the property assessor's office, as far as what your tax notice is. But it's great when you can all work together. And so I think Knox County is fixing to see something that they've never seen before, and that is that's office holders that truly care about each other and want to see each office be very successful. And I just think that now I don't know, I don't have a crystal ball, but it's looking good.
I love that, Sherry. Thank you so much. And you're going to be probably really busy the next 4 years as growth continues here in Knox County.
Boy, we've had it, hadn't we? And I just met a gentleman, and he said, I'm from Cleveland. And I said, what? He said, I'm not from around here. And I said, hey, you are here now. And we embrace that. And we just don't try to change us too much. Just follow. But we love new ideas and say, hey, this worked in Cleveland. What do you think about this? We're going to be open-minded and look at those things.
Yeah, just great. Don't blank your Tennessee, wherever you're from, right? I got told that a million times when I moved there. But yeah, thank you so much, Sherry.
Thank you. Thanks
Congratulations
for having me.
again.
Thanks.
And we'll talk. I'm sure we'll talk again.
We'll
down
talk
the road.
again soon. Thanks.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. That was Sherry Witt, current county clerk and new Register of Deeds for Knox County. Nick, how you doing, sir? You want to sit down for an interview at some point? Yeah. We'll take your time. We're live on the internet right now. Kyle, how are you? You want to do an interview?
Yeah, you can ask me some questions. Let's see what I can answer.
Kyle, right on screen there. Nice microphone for you. Joining me right now is Kyle Narebny, current vice chair of the Knox County Republican Party. We had Martin Daniel on earlier talking about tonight, what it means from the perspective of, he was a candidate, what that night meant. Now he's in charge of the night, what that means for him and the other candidates. Talk to me a little bit about you and your role in a night like tonight and the role in the party and prepping candidates for primary.
So it's been an interesting ride. Essentially, we've been working to support candidates in the primaries as well as in general elections. Our first stint was with the Knoxville City Council candidates and learned a lot during there. We provided financial support. We provided in-kind support to all the candidates, the Republican candidates. I know it's a nonpartisan race, but still, we have our favorites. And same thing here. My role has been primarily in all aspects of events and fundraising. So I work very, very hard in that. And we just had our Patriot 250 event. We raised about $30,000, which is great, and that will help us support the candidates coming into this general election. So we're very excited about that. Just waiting to see all the winners for this evening, and we'll have a strategy in place for supporting them over the next month or two, and look forward to sharing that with all of you.
This is election 1 of 3 this year.
Yes.
How does Knox County overcome voter fatigue, and how do we keep the party, or just not necessarily the party, just the voting electorate in general? I don't care if you're Democrat or Republican, obviously, just get out and vote. How do we keep the voters engaged in the process when we have so much going on?
Yeah, that has been a challenge. I come from another part of the country that we had 1 year of elections. We didn't have them split up as they do here. There is voter fatigue. We've done our best. I think the best way to get to people is to visit them on their doorsteps. I think it's the best way to sell yourself as a candidate and to talk to others, find out what their issues are and that kind of thing. I don't know if there's a magic bullet. I have to say, Tennesseans just don't want to get off their couches to vote.
Yeah.
Although this election has proven to be a lot better than the past. We're estimating about 14% increase in turnout to this election. So we're hoping those numbers keep going. We have a good crop of people. And in terms of, like I said, getting people out to vote, we have a myriad of ways of doing that, but the best is face-to-face, text messaging, just not bombing people with text messaging, but keeping it to here's the dates that you need to pick up a petition. These are the dates that you need to register to vote by, and so on and so forth. We have a Knox County Republican Party website, knoxtngop.org. On that site, there's an elections tab. Everybody can go there, find out who the candidates are running in all these elections. We have pictures for the most part, and the path to their individual websites and donation portals. So you can check that out as well. So we're trying to give people, it's also one-stop shopping. So if you need to register to vote or you want to find out where a Republican club is, you can go to that knoxtngop.org site and find all of that.
Well, you guys have done a great job as far as getting everything back together and improving the visibility of the party here in Knox County. Congratulate you on that. It's a nice, invigorating movement so far. And I appreciate you guys.
We ran on the slate of making the party visible once again, and that we were basically non-existent prior to our stepping on board. We have social events and that kind of thing. So again, if you go to the party's website, you'll see all the events coming up in the near term that you can engage in. Thank you for this opportunity.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for sitting down with me. Looks like Betsy Henderson's on her way. She's up by 4,000 votes right now with 29% in over Larson J. There's some other races here. Gina Oster in District 3 is down by about 100 votes still. District 7, Barry Beeler is way up, 2,100 votes over the next closest competitor. Then we have seat 10 is close. Justin Coper is taking the lead by about 200 votes over Kimberly Glenn. District 11 is pretty much over at this point. Let's see, trustee 14,000 to 9,700. Judge race is still close. It's about 1,500 away. You got it. Thanks, Kyle. Yeah, I really don't there, Velo. So I really appreciate that. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the hours. Thanks for the watch time and engagement. Keep it coming. Camera around the other side here. Hope you have my shot. Gonna be right in my shot. You get her shot. There you go. Yeah, the news media. I guess they can get their shot. She's over there. You just find her for me.
Y'all find her.
Yep. Ooh. Ooh. She's right here somewhere. Caroline is fine. Been that way forever. Eyebrows are good. Just light. You got any other compliments? Got 29% of the numbers are in right now. 29%.
29%. So that's not.
What am I eating? I got chicken tenders, and then there was potato chips and a cookie. That's what they provided us. So I was eating a potato chip there. Sorry, it was kind of crunchy. I should have turned the camera around. Yeah, just rounding up some people to talk, rounding up some interviews. Hopefully soon. Mayoral candidate and projected winner Betsy Henderson is supposed to be making her way here to do her acceptance speech, or not acceptance speech. I guess winning the primary. There she is right there, walking in with her entourage. Giant crowd of people.
Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Republicans, I think it's safe to say that we have a new mayor-elect, Betsy Henderson.
Thank you so much, Knox County. I'm so incredibly grateful for your support, and I'm deeply honored to be the Republican nominee for the mayor of my home and your home, Knox County, Tennessee. I want to thank Commissioner Larson Jay and Commissioner Kim Frazier. Every time someone puts their name on the ballot, it is a testament to our democracy. From the very beginning, this campaign was about you, the taxpayers of Knox County. As Republicans, we believe that when government gets out of the way, families and small businesses thrive. We believe that the taxpayers of Knox County pay enough in taxes. We believe that we do not need a tax increase. We believe that government should work for the people, and we believe that the people of Knox County deserve freedom. Knox County will be the beacon of freedom not only in Tennessee, but throughout the country. My faith has been a cornerstone from day one. God is my source of strength, my refuge, and my rock. Thank you, Lord, for this opportunity. And I want to thank my family, my husband, Scott, my children, Logan and Molly, my parents, Victor and Rebecca, my sisters, and my entire family for their unbelievable support. I want to thank my friends for their support and friendship during the tough days. And as we go forward into the general election,
I will try, Jessica.
more than ever. We need your prayers, your support, and your vote. Thank you so much, Knox County. Thank you.
Let's see if we get anybody coming around here. A couple other candidates coming by.
Nick McBride. Mr. McBride. I'm going to go ahead and declare Nick McBride as the winner of the trustees vote. Nick, please come on up here. Congratulations.
Want to sit down?
Sal's the best. I don't know if you all work with Sal.
There's the microphone for you.
Sal for 30 plus years.
We'll let Nick talk for a second here. Nick McBride, the new Knox County trustee.
I appreciate your confidence in me as being your next Knox County trustee. As a Republican nominee,
Pretty wide margin he won by as well.
now in August.
Well, it looks like he won by a pretty large margin.
I look forward to working with the mayor-elect from the Republican Party, Betsy, and her campaign, and making sure that all the Republicans.
Some of these other ones are very close still.
General election.
Waiting for another drop. We're only at 29% still.
The best. I appreciate my wife and all of her hard work. Lisa's the best. My two girls, Betty and Mia. And I definitely have to say hello to two of my very, very, very dear friends and my predecessors as your Knox County Register of Deeds. I'd like to say hello to our good Steve Hall, former state representative, former Register of Deeds. Steve, it's always good to have you in the house. And then, of course, your Register-elect for Knox County, my mentor and my former boss, the Honorable Knox County, Ms. Sherry Witt. Thank you, Sherry, for everything that you've done for me. So I look forward to the days to come. We've got a lot to do, and we need to work hard and elect all Republicans. Thank you all very much. Hello, Benny. Hello, Mia. I love you, my two girls, and my mom. Thank you all very much for your support. Thank you.
All right, that was registered Knox County trustee, Republican Knox County trustee elect Nick McBride with his acceptance speech. But I'm joined by Sherry Garrett. I was trying to think of an acronym or a phrase or some sort of like troublemaker Sherry Garrett or ne'er-do-well Sherry Garrett or antagonizer Sherry Garrett. I like that antagonizer. So you threw your name in the ballot box this time for August, running for State Executive Committee Woman Seat 5.
Senate District 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
So explain to me, what in the heck is the State Executive Committee?
The State Executive Committee is the governing body for the state Republican Party.
Okay.
The Democrat also has State Executive Committee that runs their Democratic Party. So, and that's set up by the state.
Okay.
So
does every state have,
every state
has an executive committee?
They may do theirs a little differently than we do, but this is the way our state law is set up.
Okay. So you have a state executive committee. Each Senate district has one male and one female.
Yes.
For each party. So essentially, District 5 has 2 males and 2 females, but one on the Republican and one on the Democrat side.
Yes.
Okay. But you're not running against those people. You have to run against people in your own party.
Yes.
For the party. Got it. Okay.
Yes.
What does the State Executive Committee do? That's the big question the last few years. What do you do?
They're the governing body for the state Republican Party.
Okay.
They're the ones that create the bylaws, that make the rules. They work with candidates and can sometimes determine who can and cannot be on the ballot. So.
Oh, who's on or not on the ballot? Now that was a big brouhaha, contention, whatever it may be, the last few years.
Yes, it has been.
There were some new laws that got passed, or new bylaws that were passed the last go around, with in terms of bona fide status and who can be on the ballot, and who could be voting different things. Tell me a little bit about that process and a little bit about what you are looking to do in your reign on there.
Well, we have obviously there has been a lot of controversy on the bylaws and the bona fide status of Republicans. So currently, the bylaws require that you must have voted in 3 out of 4 Republican primaries, statewide primaries, which are typically either presidential or the August primaries.
Okay.
Because they must be statewide. County primaries do not count.
Okay.
So you have to vote in 3 out of the last 4 to be considered bona fide.
Okay.
There is a potential to grant waivers, but there doesn't seem to be any reason why some waivers are granted and some aren't, because there's no real guidelines and rules on how to grant waivers. So it's pretty much decided by the SEC members in that county.
Okay. Now, we've seen just in the last week or two here in Knox County some big news, controversy, headlines regarding crossover voting and Democrats voting in Republican primaries because Democrats couldn't field a candidate in their respective races. So they felt, hey, the only way I'm going to vote for this one race is by crossing over and voting in the Republican primary. And there are some prominent Democrats within Knox County that are bona fide Republicans because they voted in 3 out of the last 4.
Yes, they are. Yes.
How do we fix that as a party? How do you help fix that as an SEC person? Can you fix that as an SEC person?
Well, it can be fixed. We have to basically look at the bylaws, and we have to, I think, revamp them and make them, more modern. Some of these bylaws have been in place for a very, very long time. Some of them have been just changed and tweaked over the years. But it can be changed. It's just, I'm one vote, obviously, on the executive committee. But I think if we get a good, large conservative base on the SEC throughout the state, it is very possible that we can make changes, strengthen our party, get it back to the guiding principles that's even listed on our website, which includes that we believe in one God, and that's how our guiding principles start. I think we need to live by those guiding principles and make sure that our candidates that have the Republican by their name are also voting by those principles also.
I agree. How many opponents do you currently have? Or do you have one opponent? Okay.
I have one opponent.
And Senate District 5 is Randy McNally's district?
It is Senator Randy McNally's district. It covers all of Loudoun, all of Anderson, and a portion of Knox County in northwest, Powell, Karnes, Solway, and Hardin Valley.
Okay. So you have a wide variety of people, a wide variety of needs and wants from those communities.
It is a very large district, yes.
When you're knocking on doors or talking to people in that district, are they telling you things like, hey, we don't want this, we don't want that? Or are you hearing from the voters what they're looking for? I know it's not pertinent to your race particularly, but are they saying, hey, what can you do about development? What can you do about the roads? What can you do about this?
Honestly, there's nothing a state executive committee man or committee woman can do when it comes to the roads and the development or anything like that. Yeah. Because our only purview is the Republican Party and the rules and the bylaws. So we have the ability, and I think we can hold candidates and elected officials accountable if they're a member of the Republican Party.
And that'll then trickle down through policy,
yes,
and legislation, because if you put certain candidates in, obviously, how that all
Obviously,
works.
if
Got
they're
it.
voting by the guiding principles that's on our website that we should be living by, that our Republican Party was founded on,
Mm-hmm.
then we shouldn't be having issues with development and
Right.
yeah, and roads and infrastructure and
Makes
that.
sense.
Yes.
Makes sense. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because I door knocked a few years ago when I was attempting to run, and they asked me to do things like, "Hey, can you write up? Can you get rid of this? Can you remove this candidate from office?" I'm like, "No, I can write a letter. That's not the role of me." But they kind of vent about things that are bothering them and all this stuff. So I was just curious if they were like, "Hey, bothering me."
Yes.
So yeah, and then you get to tell the candidates like, "Hey, there's a lot going on out here that you need to be aware of and talk to your constituents about."
Yes.
Yeah.
And I plan to be available not only to the county parties that I would in Loudon and Anderson as well as Knox, but I want to be available to the constituents too because they're the ones that are voting me in. They're the ones that should be holding me accountable as an SEC member. The Republican Party members that live in those districts that voted me in.
Now you also.
Can you hear me on this thing? Oh, goodness.
Garrett's going to talk over everybody, but
I think so. Yeah.
So you guys have heard a lot of speeches, and I have to unfortunately follow the mayor. So all the exciting, you got to hear the most exciting one already. But
I got another question for you when he's done talking.
Everybody that came out and supported today, thank you for participating in Knox County elections. I am extremely excited to have the opportunity to be a Republican nominee for County Commission at large seat 11, and hopefully represent each and every one of you sitting in this room and standing in this room right now. This has been a long journey for me, something I've always been incredibly passionate about. This is my home, this is your home, this is our home. I think the most important thing now for myself and every other candidate that has come up here and will come up here, and let's get together as Republicans and go to August and let's win big. Let's keep Knox County red, and most importantly, let's keep pushing Knox County forward and make this county the best county in the entire state of Tennessee.
So as an SEC member, you actually have a role on the county executive committee,
yes,
which then helps shape the rules and policies, procedures, and what we do in Knox County,
yes,
as opposed to also the state. So that's a pretty important dual role that you get to play.
Yes.
Are you looking forward to it?
Yes, I actually am. I think that the SEC, I think the county parties need to have a little bit more power than they have. I do think they need to be held accountable when, to the state party, obviously. But I think they need a little bit more autonomy than they have now.
We got a comment here in the chat that said, "This lady takes no crap. She should run for mayor." Meaning you. Well, we just had an election now, so maybe in 4 years or 8 years.
I would be very happy if Betsy was in there for 8 years. So absolutely.
So you got 8 years before Sherry runs for mayor.
You never know what God has planned for me, so I never say no.
I love it. So what's the one thing that you're most looking forward to in this role that you're going to win?
I'm looking forward to getting out and meeting people and finding out what the needs are in the various districts, because obviously Loudon County, Anderson County, and Knox County are all completely different counties.
Oh, yeah.
And they all have different needs, and Loudon is obviously more rural. Anderson County has Oak Ridge and the national laboratories and things like that.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of it's rural, but and then Knox County is less rural. So but
Especially your area,
having a seat on 3 county executive committees is going to be
Oh wow,
interesting,
that's interesting. I didn't think of that
I have
part.
a seat on Loudon County and Anderson County too, so that's going to be
Extra busy.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
As well as doing the state meetings, which is quarterly, and I would have to drive to Nashville for that. So
Wow.
it's going to be fun.
So if you really want to commit to this, District 5 is the hardest one to commit to because it's the most work. I would say it's the most work.
Yeah.
You got
I'm
3.
not saying anything to that.
No. I'm saying you got to be up for it, and Sherry's up for it. I believe she could do a great job. So thank you so much for being on. Thank you so much for talking and explaining what an executive committee person does.
Yeah.
And I look forward to chatting again in the future.
Yeah, I will be on the ballot. I will be the last one on the August ballot, August 6th. The state executive committee is the last one on the ballot, so make sure you're going all the way down the ballot.
in District 5. So unfortunately, we're not going to be on the same ballot.
No.
No. 'Cause I'm District 7.
You're District
Farragut.
But there are state executive committees
There are
running in District 7.
yes, but I won't. Fortunately,
There will be
my
Jeremy
name won't.
Coffey
My name won't be shared with you.
Stacey Beeler
Stacey
and
Beeler,
Janice Cry,
Janice
I believe, are
Cry.
on the ballot
Yep.
for that. So yeah.
So it's important to vote, give that a vote. Learn about your candidates, even in these roles that people may think like, who cares about these little minor things? Just whatever. These are important positions.
Yes.
And it's important that you get out there and learn about your candidate and do your research, regardless of what the position is, even if it's dog catcher.
In every race.
In every
You
race.
need to do your homework in every race.
It's because all this does, it sets up the future of the party. It sets up the future of your county. It sets up the future generations of how things are done. Well, Sherry, thank you so much again for being here. We'll talk again soon.
Definitely. Thank you for having me.
Appreciate you. That was Sherry Garrett, who's running for State Executive Committee, District 5, Committee Woman, District 5 for the Republican Party. Give us a little roll on what that all means. See if you can get Reagan. See if you can get Reagan.
Yeah, but we're going to do Betsy.
Okay.
Congratulations, everybody. It's a pleasure to very nice to get a chance.
Yeah. Where's your campaign guy? Where's your campaign guy? Just gonna grab her. We got mayor-elect or Republican mayoral candidate primary elect. I don't remember what it is. Winner Betsy Henderson to our right. Crowded room got a lot more crowded since a lot of these results started coming in. Waiting for some more results.
I just want to restate what Mayor Jacobs said earlier. Once the primaries, once the winner has been selected, once the winner has prevailed in the primary,
She can sit down or she can stand if she wants to, because I can flip the camera around. Yeah.
Behind the Republican candidate who has prevailed.
They're waiting to go live with her. They're probably waiting to go live with her at the top of the hour. Yeah. Channel 8 News. So we are waiting to see if we can get Betsy Henderson on for a quick chat. We didn't get a chance to talk to Betsy on the show during the primary season. We're gonna talk to her during this general season, as they call it, during the general time. She has one opponent on the Democrat side named Bo Hawk. He's 34 years old, younger gentleman, union leader out of union in Anderson County, I think Oak Ridge area, but lives in Knox County. He's the Democrat nominee. Currently on the election site, we have 85% of the vote in right now. 85% of the vote in. 18,000 for almost 19,000 for Betsy, 13,000 for Larson, 10,000 for Kim. District 3 is literally 11 votes. 11 votes separating Sherry Super and Gina Oster. Barry Beeler is far and away the winner there. Justin Kofer is up by 800 votes in his race. Judge race, Andrea Klein is up by about 2,500 votes over over Rhonda Lee. Sheriff's race is 18,000 to 12,000. Mike Davis is in third. And let's check the school board races here. Leanne Avis looks like she's going to win District 6. And District 9 is Bill Schofield, up by about 60 votes right now. About 9,200 Democrats voted for the Democrat mayor. And we got about 42,000 voted in the Republican primary to 9,200. Well, they only had one candidate on the ballot, so it wasn't something that was going to drive people out to the polls on the Democrat side, but 42,000 to 9,000 so far. And, in the general, it'll be a lot more, it'll be busier in the fall. So she's going to make the rounds from table to table. Yeah. Yeah. Just be like, I can't remember his name. Zach.
Great words of advice. I love it. Thank you so much for coming down here. Let's hope the game wins and everything else. So Larson conceded him. Like that.
Text message to him whether he'll get it. I just sent a text message to Zach whether he'll get it or not. I don't know. Let's see if we can get a comment from Betsy Henderson. Everybody wants a piece of her tonight. All the major news outlets are doing some interviews. Little old me here on the podcast. Just the guy's blocking my view here. Looks like he's kind of looking around to see. He gave me a thumbs up. But yeah. Let's see if he looks over in this direction, and I can give him.
We have another winner, Steve Triplett, uncontested in school board race. Congratulations.
Got a thumbs up from her campaign manager, so we may get some interview with Betsy Henderson coming up.
Obviously, didn't have a part in the primary. I have a part in the Democrats. I appreciate your prayers and your support over the next few months here as we try and keep that seat in the Republican Party for another 4 years. Thank you.
I got the thumbs up. He looked at somebody else and gave him a thumbs up, but then it wasn't him. It was me. So. Test.
Before you start, yes, ma'am. Let's go.
Mike for you, Miss Betsy. How are you?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
Fantastic. Let's make sure we got a good frame there. Perfect. We're not worried too much about the camera. We're going to do well. I'm joined tonight by, I've been stumbling over this all night, Republican mayoral-elect, what is it?
Mayor-elect.
Mayor-elect, there we go. Mayoral primary-elect Republican candidate on the ballot finally in August against your opponent, correct?
What's that?
Is it August is your
Yes.
when you go
yes.
in
So
general?
August will be the general. So we've
Okay.
won the primary. I'm really proud of the work that we've put in, and the general will be in August. And there's a Democrat in the race, so we will go up against the Democrat in August.
Okay.
Yes.
So you've come a long way from when you first started. In general,
Yeah.
did you ever think, looking back when you ran for school board a few years ago, that you were going to be running for mayor?
No, this was never in my plan. You know, I firmly believe that everything is God's plan, and His plan is greater than ours. If you would have asked me 6 years ago, if I was going to run for the school board, I would have said, what? And so definitely this was not on my radar, but His plan is greater than ours.
But when you decide to do something, it's something you do all the way. So
Absolutely.
when you decided to run for mayor,
yes,
and you had that discussion with your family and with God and everything else, and you said, this is a path I think I want to take.
Yeah.
You went all in.
Yes, I'm very, when I make a decision, I want to give it 1,000%. When I ran for school board, it was the same way. And this race as well, our family prayed about this and we made the decision to jump in and give it our all. And I will fight hard. I've been fighting for the families of Knox County and will continue to do so in this new role and opportunity.
So you're no stranger to campaigning because you've campaigned in school boards. You have that door knocking ability behind you and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
How has your experience on school board and being chair of school board prepared you for this role as mayor of Knox County?
So, we've done a lot of great things on the school board. I served as chair for 2 years. We have a great leader in Dr. Risewick, and I was part of funding him for the school system. And so just continuing that good work. And, those relationships are really important. I have great relationships in our local government, our state government, and federal delegation. And so just cultivating those relationships and working together.
Now you're running on the platform of no taxes.
Yeah.
And that seemed to really resonate with the people of Knox County by an overwhelming number.
Yeah. It really resonated with people, but it's not just a campaign slogan either. It's what I truly believe. Government, I always say government will take your money, they'll spend your money, but they won't give you your money back. And, just like we do as families, just like we do as, whether we're a small business owner or a large organization, there's always waste that can be cut, and we need to live within our means, and government is no different. It's a large organization. There's ways to cut waste and really do a deep dive into that budget. Families are stretched thin as it is, from the gas pump to the grocery store, and they are not the ATM for the government.
No. Now, one of the things that you're in your platform and your plan is the Star Commission.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about that.
So the Star Commission is going to be a commission of local business owners and local citizens who have done this with their own businesses. And we're really going to go in and do a deep dive into that budget top to bottom and look for ways that we can start cutting waste. So I'm excited to get that.
So it's our own Doge, essentially.
Yes, for lack of better terms, yes, it is our own local Knox County Doge committee.
I volunteer to be Elon. Just give me his checkbook and I'm good to go. Well, Betsy, what are some things that you're looking to accomplish in your first 90 days?
One thing is the Star Commission and really doing a deep dive into the budget. I want to do that from day one because we owe that to the taxpayers of Knox County. And something that I'm really excited about is making sure that we have opportunity for the next generation. My parents are small business owners here. My dad came here from Greece when he was 16, and together they started opening businesses. And I want to make sure that American dream is alive for the next generation.
That's awesome. Well, you got a lot of people that you got to go hang out with.
There's a lot of people still left at this party. It's amazing.
I know. This is great.
It's a great celebration.
I asked for 5 minutes. I got 5, so thank you so much. I'm going to get you on the radio show for the hour. We'll talk deep dive about your family and your history and your background. We'll set that up during the general.
I would love it.
Appreciate you coming on, and congratulations.
Well, thanks for all you do. I appreciate
Absolutely.
it.
Thank you so much.
Have a good night.
Thank you, Betsy.
Thanks.
Thank you again. Thank you so much. All right. That was Betsy Henderson, Knox County Republican Party mayoral winner. And yep, so that's her.
And then we get to work on the general election August 6th.
Yeah. She was appointed by. Yeah, that was.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you all coming out. This isn't something we take for granted. Each and every vote matters in this election, and we are all
Congratulations, Judge Abbott. Tough campaign.
Yeah. See if we can get Reagan. Yeah. We're looking for some other people to interview. Very successful night so far here for the candidates. We'll get Betsy on the show for a longer hour, talk about her family and her history and things like that. Oh, Michael's still here.
Probably ready now. He didn't want to do it till he did.
Yeah, I know. Mike. All right. All right, Brent Gibson just walked in. Looks like with all the applause, he is going to be the next Knox County Sheriff. So a bunch of cool people just walked in here. Kimberly Black just walked in. Denzel Grant from Knox County, Knox City, Knoxville just walked in. Charles Frazier's here as well. Brent Gibson will be talking shortly. At 93% of the vote in right now. 93% of the vote in, and it's 11 votes in District 3. All right, Brent Gibson here. So in that race for sheriff, find it on here. 1,000 for Brent, 13,000 for David Amburn, 6,200 for Mike Davis, and 5,000 for JJ. So even if JJ's votes went to Mike Davis or anybody else, it would not have won.
Just entertain me for a second. Just move that.
Sorry for the crowd of people in front of me. I just haven't moved my camera yet. Still waiting to eat my chicken tenders.
What I'd like to do is ask you to pray this person.
Let's bow our heads and pray. Father, we come before you on this night just to thank you for your goodness and for your mercy. Lord, we thank you for the privilege that we have to be gathered in this county. Lord, we thank you for the honor that we have to get to exercise our right to vote and choose the people that lead. God, I want to take a moment to just give you all the glory and the honor for what you've done. Lord, I want to pray over Brent. God, I ask you to give him wisdom. I ask you over the next few months, Lord, as he begins to prepare his heart, to prepare his mind to take this office. God, you do in him exactly what his desire has been. Give him the grit to lead this county with a firm conviction to exercise the law and to be used for your honor and glory. God, give him enough grace to walk into people's lives on the worst days of their life, show them empathy and compassion, and meet them at that moment in their life. And Lord, as our head lawman, God, I pray for the men and women that serve with him week in and week out. I pray that you put protection around our officers. We know all too well the dangers that are posed in this job. And God, I just pray that you would use him above everything else. I pray that you'll use him for your glory. God, remind him of who it is that he belongs to each and every day that he suits up and goes to work. And remind him every single day that as he leads people, he must look to you for his wisdom and his leadership to lead them. Thank you for what you've done this night. We'll give you the praise, the honor, and the glory. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
And listen, there's a long list of people I need to thank, and most of these people are in this room, and you guys know who you are. But Reagan Biddle, Michael Biddle, thank you so much. All right? All of the crew that helped me get to to this position now, you guys know who you are, and I'm so proud and so proud to call you guys my friends. We got a lot of work to do. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a great time at the Knox County Sheriff's Office. I'm looking so forward to it, and I see some Gibbs fans out here. Hey, coaches, love you guys. Appreciate your support. Thanks a lot. I want to say a big thank you to my girls. These guys were at the polls every day, door knocking with me, doing all the things that I didn't want to do, and I appreciate them so much. And then to my wife, you know, she's my rock, and I appreciate her. I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you so much.
See if I can get Brent to come on and sit down for a few minutes.
I know I forgot somebody, and I'm sorry. But
it's okay.
I'm gonna work hard. I'm gonna come home. I'm gonna come to work the very first day, and we're gonna work as hard as we can. We're gonna do right by Knox County. I promise you that.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much.
Big contingent here. Big Brent Gibson fans. See if we can get him to come on over. We're going to talk to the media first to our right. They're usually going to grab somebody and sit down with him. There's Reagan Biddle, his campaign manager. Let's see if we can get Brent. Give him less than 5. Just teasing. And Bessie's talking about the truth between lines right now, so see if we can give him a little less. I'm going to try to get Brent to come on here for a few minutes. Let me go round him up. So let me go do that. I'll be right back, guys. Let me go see if I can get Brent to sit down for a few minutes. All right, I'm back. I got assurances that Brent will be joining me at some point. Our good friend Kimberly Black said, "Who do you need? You need Brent?" I said, "Yep." She goes, "I was just going to grab him and bring him over to you." So he'll be over shortly. We've got a concession speech coming up here. It's just from Gina Oster. Gina is the current commission chair, and she lost her race for re-election.
Clean and positive campaign. It was definitely a hard fight, and it was muddy and dirty, but we stayed above the board, and I'm proud of that. So I'm hoping that we can get the party together and defeat the Democrat in August and keep Knox County red like we need to. I need to thank my youngest son, Matthew, who ran my campaign, and he ran a heck of a campaign. Thank you to my older boys, Stanton and Alexander, and thank you to Parker, who was absolutely fabulous. And last but not least, my husband, who is my biggest cheerleader, and I could not thank him enough.
Joey Ruffalo. Joey Ruffalo. Okay, she's rolling me. All right, Rich.
Are there any other winners?
Got Justin Kofer, the winner over there in seat 10. Yeah, big upset there in seat 10, Justin Kofer against Kimberly Glenn. Kimberly put a lot of work in. And so did Justin. Justin put a lot of work in as well.
Morning, we're getting started on the general election. Let's keep Knox County red. Let's keep Knox County Republican. Congratulations to all the winners. Good night.
We got a big surprise coming for you. Big surprise. Yeah. Yes, sir. It's nice and comfortable.
I spoke too soon. Bill Sofield. Bill Sofield here. Bill.
You go do what you got to do.
You're in a tight race. We're not ready to
Brent Gibson will be joining me shortly. He's giving a lot of hugs right now.
School board race.
A lot of hugs. For Brent.
62 votes.
To hold the mic for you tonight. Mr. Brent Gibson, thank you for returning and pulling up a chair again in the Prosperity Lounge. Brent was back on an episode back in October, right before all this madness started of you officially pulling documents. You knew you were running back then, but
right, all
that stuff. It's been a long journey for you. How you feeling?
Well, I feel good. I mean, kind of relieved, kind of sad that it's over a little bit, but it's I'm definitely relieved.
You missed the process of campaigning already?
Yeah. I don't know about the process. I missed that. I'm not going to get to go out and meet people every day. One of the best pleasures was actually going door to door and meeting. I mean, I met some really, really good people out on, and it shouldn't surprise me because I mean, I've been a cop for 25 years, and I met all those people before, and it never disappoints me that the people in Knox County are awesome.
Got a lot of people in here in the chat already. Attaboy Brent from Josh Riley saying that attaboy.
Hi, thanks, Josh. Appreciate you, brother.
Paul Klein from NYC said Brent was my choice.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you.
Awesome. So Brent, you got 3 other candidates that were, let's say, worthy competitors.
Absolutely.
And everybody brought something to the table. You prevailed. How do you see your first 30, 60, 90 days going in office?
listen, I spent my entire adult life at Knox County Sheriff's Office. I know what's going on there. I know some of the things that I've wanted to fix for years and years, and I'm going to get the opportunity to do that. I'm going to do it fairly, and I'm not gonna mess around with it. We're going to do it and get it done, and then we're going to go on and move on, and we're going to push into the future and be the best sheriff's office in the state of Tennessee, and on the eastern side of the United States. I mean, I don't think that watch out, Judge Grady. I mean, listen.
So you get the advantage now of there is no August election for you because there is no Democrat opponent. So you are the sheriff elect. You take office in August.
Right.
At some point. So you have a few months to build up a transition team and really hit the ground running.
100%.
What is that going to look like for you in that process? It's a little different than somebody with a candidate.
I still haven't wrapped my head around it totally, but I'm going to do it just like I've done my whole career. We're going to make a plan, and then we're going to attack that plan, and then once we complete that and conquer our goal, we're going to make another one. And how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time.
That's right. That's right. I know in certain situations when new people take office, I was talking to Sherry Witt earlier, we talked about transition teams. We also talked about transition within the office. You have a good relationship with the officers that are there. You train most of them, if not all of them.
Right.
So you have a great relationship. It's way too early to tell. When I asked for a scoop, do you anticipate turnover? Do you anticipate being able to work with the current people that are there that are already the chiefs of the different departments and being able to get you hit the ground running on day one, ready to go with the Brent Gibson style, Gibson
Absolutely.
plan?
Absolutely. Everybody that works there now knows how I operate. I'm not going to have a problem convincing somebody of the style that I'm going to be because they already know it.
Okay.
I'm going to show up to work, and then we're going to work hard, and then we're going to go home. And we're going to show back up the next day and do the same thing over and over again until we get our goals met.
The Knox County is almost back to capacity as far as sheriffs go.
Absolutely.
You got a couple people, a pipeline full, ready to go.
Right.
What do we need to do as a county? What does commission need to do? What do we need to do as citizens to unleash that for you?
Well, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at the 43 spots that we get paid for through the state. That doesn't include those. That number's not included into our total number of employees.
Okay.
So what we need to do is figure that out so we can have 43 more officers because we're putting those 43 in the schools and the state's paying for them. So, if they're paying their bills, then let's go ahead and get 43 more because we got those 43 spots already. So, obviously that sounds a little simple, and it is. It's not going to be that simple, and we'll attack that. There's a good crew of people already in place at Knox County, and I know all of them. So we're not going to have a problem trying to transition into that.
So getting those spots filled frees up those officers that are kind of currently doing it to others' positions. I'm going to press you on something real quick here. Farragut, now that you're the sheriff-elect, how do we fix the Farragut situation? Is there a Farragut situation that needs to be fixed? I don't put you on the spot, but
no, that's fine. Listen, I've answered the question the same way every time.
Yeah.
And that's, listen, we're gonna need more officers in Farragut, but we're gonna need more officers in a lot of different places.
Yeah.
What we've been doing for the past 20 years or so is changed because of the population in certain areas. So we're gonna move those officers around to make it appropriate. So we're not leaving. If Farragut needs 2 or 3 more officers, then we're going to give them 2 or 3 more officers. We're going to do whatever we have to do to make everything work appropriately.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Makes sense,
If the population's high out west, then we got to send more officers out there, and then we got to fight for those officers too. So we're going to hit the ground running and see what kind of waves we can make.
That's the thing with population growth. We were down in Madisonville recently, and we looked up their police force, and it was just a handful based on their police force. So it was like 1 to every 100 citizens, or it was really lower than that. So I said, in Knox County, what would it be like? Well, we need to hire another 2,500 officers to hit the same police force to person ratio. Not doable. No. So as we grow here, you obviously have to grow your force, proportionally. Navigating that growth and navigating the areas, like you said, where the spikes are in growth. Logistically, what is your plan for that? Like, did you sit down and look at the boards and go,
Yeah. Listen,
where you need to be?
I know all the captains and the chiefs and everybody over there that's in charge, and I know where the people are and what they're doing, and they're working on a skeleton shift already. We had more people 30 years ago, 25 years ago when I was running on patrol than we do now, and that's simply not acceptable. So we're going to figure out how to get more boots on the ground and maximize our visibility and our policing in the higher trafficked areas, so we can, reduce the amount of fatal car crashes and burglary calls and all the stuff that everybody complains about. We need more people on the street, and that's what we're going to do. I'm going to work hard to get that done too.
Now, one last question for you, because you got a lot of people you still got to get out there and meet. Auxiliary programs or ancillary programs like citizen patrols, and I always think about police academy for citizen patrol. What that looks like. Any idea about bringing stuff like that back or promoting that?
Yeah. So Citizens Academy, we've always done it. We got a huge reserves academy and a reserves unit, and they're volunteer officers, and they're well trained. They're really good people, and they do it for free, which is absolutely crazy to me. So we supply their guns, their vests, their police uniforms, give them the training, and those guys. I mean, there's a handful of them here tonight that, if it wasn't for them, some of those nights that we had short police shifts, we'd be out there with 7, 8, 9 people sometimes. So They make a difference, and we're going to do those academies very often, and give the people that want to make a change an opportunity to make a change without having to be a full-time officer.
Is there parameters for that academy? Does someone like myself qualify?
100%.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, you ain't got no felonies, right?
No.
You're good then.
I don't know if I met the physical standards required.
You'll be fine.
Huffing and puffing after the first round. Okay.
Yeah.
Brett, thanks again for being here.
Thank you, Joe. Appreciate you a lot, man.
Appreciate you.
Thank you for everything you do.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Congratulations on becoming the next Knox County Sheriff.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. Awesome. That was Brent Gibson. Brent Gibson, the next Knox County Sheriff. And then we're going to sit down with Andrea Klein next. No, she's not. You're good. You don't have to go to Brian. Good job over there. People look at me or the camera either way. I usually look at there to people get my good side. That's for you to hold. Okay. Busy night here in the lounge. I'm joined by current Knox County Sessions Court and newly reelected Knox County Sessions Court Judge Andrea Klein. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Big night.
Very exciting night.
A little different than how you got appointed. You got appointed by commission to fill a seat, and then immediately had to run for re-election.
Right, and take the bench in January.
Yeah,
yes.
And get to work and run a campaign right away.
Yes.
A lot of pressure that must have been. Get your feet wet and learn how to run a campaign and do all this stuff. Tell me what that process was like for you. What kept you grounded during this process?
Well, I was super focused on just learning how to be a candidate, and I had a lot of good support. Yeah. I had a lot of friends and family who were really helpful. I felt very comfortable transitioning into the judge position because I'd been working in those courts for so long. So that was actually a little bit easier than transitioning to candidate. Okay. But just time management and trying to get rest when I could. And I was super focused on the end result, and it worked. It paid off tonight.
So tell me a little bit about what a Sessions Court judge does.
So there are 5 Sessions Courts, and there are 5 Sessions Court judges. We rotate every week. 4 of those courts handle criminal matters, and 1 of them handles civil cases that are small claims and landlord-tenant type things. So on the criminal side, we handle things everywhere from traffic tickets to homicide. And we do a lot of bond hearings. We have preliminary hearings. revocation of bond hearings, probation hearings. So we deal with misdemeanors. You can plead to those at sessions, and then we have preliminary hearings on felonies and send those up unless they're reduced.
So you're like the starting block for a
We're
lot
the
of court
gatekeeper.
cases. Gatekeeper.
Absolutely.
That's a great word to say. Yeah.
Yes.
What's a good question? Let's see here. Obviously, running for office, running under a party platform in a position that now becomes justice is blind.
Mm-hmm.
How difficult is that, or is it difficult to put party politics aside from justice?
It is a little challenging because we operate under a separate code of conduct and ethics as a judicial candidate and as a judge. So we have to be very careful about what we say and what we do, of course. And always we have to keep the eye on our opinions, our political positions does not matter. Yeah. We have to follow the rule of law, apply the law, and no bias. Personal opinions, they have no place on the bench.
You hear a lot of times judges legislating from the bench. This is not a situation that happens.
No.
And if it does, it's very costly.
Yeah. Well, and in sessions court too, we're not, when you hear things about legislating from the bench, that's more higher level courts typically.
So you're not in a position, let's say, where you have a repeat offender coming in and you're like, hey, I'm going to give them a break this time because I feel bad for them, or my personal opinion on what their crime might be is like, it's not that bad in my eyes. So
we have to exercise discretion. I mean, every case is different and every individual is different.
Sure.
We have a set of, like, for example, in setting bonds, we have statutory guidelines on what we're supposed to look at on setting those bonds, safety in the community, whether or not they may abscond, their prior criminal history. We have to look at all that. But every single person and every single case is different. And that is where judicial discretion comes in because, you have to make decisions. But politics, I mean, we're all human beings, right? But
absolutely.
Politics and personal opinions shouldn't have. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, we have to apply the law, and the law is pretty cut and dry. But every situation you have to apply the law to the facts, and everybody's facts are different. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Do you ever come across a situation, whether in your career, where you're like, man, this law just doesn't make sense, and I need to try to figure out a way to maybe not change it, but maybe get to somebody that can change it? Or
well, I absolutely did that with the elder abuse. When I was appointed by General Allen to be the elder abuse prosecutor, I was in the position of building the first one in the state, and I started looking at the laws, and they were no good. They were good 30 years ago when they were first written, but they hadn't been updated, and they were very difficult to prosecute cases. So I worked with a group, and we wrote all the laws.
Wow.
And they are now currently on the books. So, yes, I have come across that. And, yes, I did take steps to try to change it.
Do you have a favorite session of your sessions?
They all have very different personalities, which is weird to say about a court.
Sure.
But there's misdemeanor court, there's DUI court, there's bonded arraignment and ticket court. And then there's felony court and sessions court, civil sessions. And, in felony court, you're dealing with very serious crimes with people who have very potentially victims who have injured or have family members who have deceased. So those are tough cases. And bonded arraignment and traffic cited court, it's much lower stakes, and you get to really kind of if you give people, for example, an opportunity to get their driver's license,
sure.
They've got a suspended license, they've got fines, they work on it, and they finally get that license back. It makes me feel good to tell them, great job. You've done a great job. You've worked on it. You paid this off. You've got a license now. You can drive to work legally. No more tickets.
I love that.
So I like being able to interact and say, you've done a really good job and you've worked hard. Good work.
No, I just interviewed a woman on my show last week who is a process server and runs her business called Smoky Mountain Offender Tracking. They do a lot of the ankle bracelets and ankle monitoring. She's not in Knox County because apparently Knox County Sheriff's Department does a lot of it themselves. In your role, we were talking about bonding and stuff like that. And do you apply those to people, or is that part of the process?
That is, and particularly in DUI court, which I have not judged in DUI court yet, because that was my most recent placement as a prosecutor. So I have handled a lot of the cases that are still active. So to avoid conflicts, I've skipped over that. But there are lots of cases in DUI sessions where folks are ordered to have either an interlock or a scram. And then, of course, on a lot of the domestic cases, the GPS comes into play.
Debbie and Marie domestic violence case, they talked about that a lot.
And it's, you can have it where it's just tracking the person who's charged, and then the victims can also have, monitors. So it's a pretty complex process.
It definitely is, yeah, man. She was going to try to put one on me and test it out. I said, no, it's okay. It's all good. Well, Andrew, thank you so much for being here. I'm getting the wrap sign right now from your handlers here.
Well, I appreciate you, and I hope you could hear everything.
Yeah, it was great. Thank you so much.
I appreciate you.
Thank you. Have a great rest of your night. That was Andrea Klein. Andrea Klein, who's now the new court sessions judge here in Knox County, continuing her role. Man, I'm getting inundated with interviews right now. Sitting down with me is the young man of the hour, Mr. Reagan Biddle. There's your mic, sir. Mr. Reagan Biddle, I would probably say the youngest campaign manager with a win under his belt in Knox County in 2026.
I think the only person under 40 campaign managing.
Look, I'm trying to market you. In 2026, you are the youngest around. I don't know what happened to 2025 or 2024. I don't care about that. I care that 2026, Reagan Biddle is the man, and the young man of the hour.
Christ is great. God is great. I'm happy to be where we're at because it's all in God's plan. The last week, I've just been at peace with this election, and it's just because I've been praying, and it's something that I haven't really understood. I was just like, the weeks before that, I'm like, why am I stressing about something that's already made? We've put in all the effort. We put in all the work. Brent has been a wonderful candidate. He's going to make an excellent sheriff. He's just a no-nonsense kind of guy. He'll tell you how it is, and he'll get it done. And I'm so blessed.
Yeah, the conversations they've had with Brent going back to October when he was on the show to even tonight, same Brent every time you talk to him. And then, in honesty, too, for me, it was the same for all the other candidates and sheriffs. They were all they all had brought something to the table. They all had a great character to them. I appreciated each one of them that I've spoken with. Congratulations for all of them for running the race and putting their names in. Brent was the overwhelming choice tonight by far. And that's a testament to a great ground game from a great campaign manager and a great candidate.
All around, all of those things you just mentioned are the reasons we won. And it's just, I wasn't sure how close it was going to be tonight. I had in my heart that we were going to win. We'd been working it, but I didn't expect a margin like this. And that's just winning is a consequence of hard work. And we put in a whole lot of hard work. And I'm so blessed that friends, family, everybody getting out, voting. I mean, it's more than most do.
Yeah.
That's what I tell people at the polls. I'm like, look, you're doing more than most, even showing up to the polls.
That's right. If this was 10, 15 years ago, I do the Charlie Sheen winning comment, but you probably don't even remember that. You're too young to remember Charlie Sheen in his Charlie Sheen years. You're looking at me like you don't know what I'm talking about.
No, not at all. I'm a little like 21 years on this earth, coming up on 22.
It might have been 20 years ago when Charlie Sheen was off the rocker a little bit, doing his hashtag winning everywhere. So I'll go with that. There you go. Google it later. Have some fun with that.
Yeah, send it to me. I'll look it up.
So what got you? You were always involved. You've been involved in young Republicans. Hit the ground running in politics. you got asked to run a campaign. How did that conversation go?
So I ran Jeff Tallman's campaign for city council last time around in the fall, and a very, very good man by the name of Joe Bailey connected me with Brent Gibson, said, hey, Brent's the guy. And my mind was still set on a stinging loss where in city council, where we were in an uphill battle. We still took the district in the right direction despite having worse geography and a worse political environment. I'm coming off of that frustrated, but I wouldn't quite say satisfied because it's not the right word. Winning's the only way that I'm going to be really satisfied, when I'm working for somebody that I really appreciate, like Jeff Tallman. But, we lost, but we did everything right. And then this time we had all the pieces in the right place. And when Joe Bailey introduced me to Brent, I said, this is the guy. I mean, I met with Brent once. I looked into all the candidates and I went, Brent's got it. He's got the community. He's got the knowledge. He's got the 25 years experience. I mean, anything you could think of on the tactical side of law enforcement, he's been in between SWAT, assistant chief deputy. I mean, he has it. And I went, this is our guy. And he looks like a sheriff. When I look at him, I go, that's going to be the next sheriff of Knox County. And I was more than happy to be there with him.
What lessons did you learn from that Jeff Tallman experience and that loss and that sting that you brought into the Brent campaign and said, I learned this, we're going to do it this way?
Always be positive. There's no need to be negative, not about yourself, not about somebody else. You make it about how good your candidate is, not how bad somebody else's is or anything like that. There's no sense in even mentioning the other person's name. All you're doing is giving them a platform. So keep it about your candidate. Keep it positive. Nobody wants to hear negative stuff. I get everybody likes to complain every once in a while. I think we're all guilty of that. But when you keep it positive, it can only go in the right direction, and it went in the right direction. We had the right people. We kept it positive. I learned to appreciate what you have, run with what you have. We were outspent in this campaign, and we still won. I think we just kept a clean budget. If we're not running a good campaign budget, we're not going to be running a good sheriff's office budget. And I think that just shows where if we're trying to be good stewards of the people's money who donated to us, we can hopefully be good stewards of over $100 million that goes towards the sheriff's office in Knox County from the taxpayers. So that's a big one too.
I love that. So what's next for you?
I'm going to figure it out. I have finals. No days off for me. I got finals coming up here at UT. I've got 2 papers I got to do tomorrow. I got 2 more finals I got to do. I graduate on the 17th, so I get my bachelor's, and then I'm in the figure it out. I dedicated a lot to this campaign, and Brent, as always, gave his all, and we're up over the finish line, and now I'm going to kind of figure out what the heck is next for me. But I think I've got good things as long as I keep Christ in the front view and the rear view and the side view and everywhere around. I'll be successful.
So graduating with a degree in what?
Political science.
That's what I figured. I thought you were going to say communications or philosophy or liberal arts. Really digging into your parents there. Liberal arts degree, Dad.
Yeah, look at me, Dad, as my dad had a minor in Latin American studies and all this kind of stuff. So he can't come at me too bad.
I love that. Reagan, thank you so much for what you do here. Thank you so much for what you did for Brent and, leading a positive campaign and just showing what something I've adopted lately is people over personalities. Problems over personalities. That's what I meant to say.
It's just we're all people at the end of the day. People say they don't like who gets into politics, but people are the same no matter where you go. Whether it's school, whether it's work, whether it's church, there's going to be a negative Nancy or a negative Nelly. There's going to be somebody who's super positive. It's the same everywhere. The only difference about politics is people are given power, so they're going to run with that.
Yeah.
It's the same as if you're walking on the street and you see 100 people on the sidewalk. It's the same as 100 people in Congress, except they've weaseled their way up there or gotten their way up there. And it's just important to realize that keep it positive. If you're not positive, then you're bringing yourself down and you're not coming at it from the right Christ-minded heart posture. And it's just, you can only win if you're positive.
If people want to connect with you, learn more about what you do, maybe connect with you for a campaign locally, maybe regionally or nationally, depending on now that you are experienced, or they just want to learn more about Reagan and connect and be in your sphere, how do they do that?
I got to get a work email. I think that's a first and foremost. But I'll be around at Republican Club meetings. I'm sure you can reach out to Joey here. He's a great resource of just knowing what's what. And he's always working it. I know he's just been an honest.
I wasn't
going to
put you on the spot. I was going to ask if young ladies wanted to reach out to Reagan, and what do we do?
I mean, I won't complain. A bachelor like myself will not complain about such an opportunity.
That's what I was trying to put out there.
I'm
how do they reach you?
I wasn't picking up what you're putting down. Standing for 12 hours.
I was trying to be neutral. Everybody wants to reach Reagan. How do they do it? But if there's young ladies that want to reach Reagan, how do you really do it? Just contact me. I'll filter them out before I send them to you.
He's my wingman.
There you go. My wife will filter them out first and foremost.
Yeah, she's got good judgment.
She's got very good judgment.
Although I question it on one person, but anyways.
25 years, almost 26 years. She's allowed to be wrong once. You're going to be his wing woman and filter out the young ladies that are going to come crawling out just to keep him grounded. All right, there you go. So I don't get in trouble for filtering out young ladies for you. Live on the air, there you go. So Reagan, thanks again.
Hey, thank you so much.
Absolutely. Appreciate you.
I'll be seeing you.
I'll be seeing you
Ain't going anywhere.
I'll be seeing you soon, buddy. All right, Reagan Biddle. Reagan Biddle is one of the youngest campaign managers here in East Tennessee and just successfully ran the Brent Gibson campaign for sheriff. 21 years old, graduating from college. And if you're looking to connect with Reagan, you're a nice, respectful young lady, you want to connect with Reagan, check him out. Look for him online. He's graduating with a degree and obviously very successful this early on. There you go. I don't know if anybody else is here or wants to sit down and chat. People are starting to pack up and hang out a little bit. We're going to probably do the same soon. It's been a great night. A lot of great interviews, a lot of great people to sit down and talk to. I still got some food in front of me to eat that I will get to. A little bit after 11 right now. We've interviewed a lot of the candidates this evening, including Judge Klein. We've interviewed Reagan Biddle, campaign manager for Brent Gibson. We interviewed Brent Gibson. We interviewed Betsy Henderson. And wow. Sherry Garrett, we interviewed a whole bunch of people. So, yeah, I saw that. It's cool. And, yeah, really appreciate you guys hanging out with something like this. It's not something we normally do, but being able to go live at different events, especially things happening in Knox County, whether it's partisan, bipartisan, or what, just being able to bring you the inside scoop on what's happening. Very important for us here on the show. We don't get political too often, but when we do, we want to make sure that we bring both sides. So coming in the general election time, coming up, we are going to be having some candidates. Nate, nice to see you. We are going to be having some candidates from both sides of the aisle on. I've extended invitations already to Democrat mayoral candidate Bo Hawk about coming on. I want to be able to give people equal time. So if they want to come on, I'll give them a chance to come on. If they don't, they don't. But I'll give everybody a chance to come on and talk and tell their story. I think open dialogue and the way we communicate with each other is very important. It's one of those missing elements to our society nowadays. We don't always agree on everything, but it's important that when we don't agree, we have a conversation about it and we don't yell and scream and pout and shout. That's not going to get anybody anywhere. So with that being said, I appreciate you all hanging out, being here this evening on this lovely May evening. Next one of these events is going to be in August, where August 6th is the next watch party kind of event. Excuse me. But we're going to be live Friday night on the radio. My guest this Friday is Rita Fillinger, the fairy godmother of funnels, the funnel godmother, talking about funnels. And you might not think funnels, is that a cooking thing? No. That's a marketing thing. That's a branding thing. That's a business thing. Getting people into your funnel and how to make opportunities and how to grow your business. So we're going to talk about that extensively on Friday and why that's important for you as a business owner or just somebody who's trying to do something personally, grow something. Maybe you got a website or email list and you're trying to meet people at networking. So we're going to talk about that a lot on Friday. And then we are going to be next week. We got another person, and then in 2 weeks on the 22nd, I think is 2 weeks from now. 22nd. We got a great contest episode. We're going to be giving away a water heater live on the air, 50-gallon water heater live on the air. If you live in Knox County, or a gift card if you don't, to Home Depot, courtesy of the Friendly Neighborhood Plumber. So that's going to be in 2 weeks. So stay tuned. Subscribe to the channel. Go back, watch some of the older episodes. Really appreciate you guys doing that, checking it out. It's amazing. We're just going to keep plugging away here. Thank you all. We just celebrated our 1 year on the radio. #1 Friday night, 6 o'clock East Tennessee based radio show. Internationally ranked podcast, 2,500 subscribers almost. Could not have done it without all of you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. Our next live interview, our next live out and about in the field is going to be May 21st. We're going to be at the Joy of Music event, their big gala. They're having a Renaissance Lakeshore Park. I think it's called the Renaissance Hub. I don't know. Something, but that's where it's going to be. We're going to be live there talking to kids that do a lot of the music kids and everything else. It's going to be a lot of fun to bring you that event. So stay tuned, hang out, be there with us along the way. Love you all, guys. Appreciate it. And as always, freedom lives where faith and action meet. The lounge is always open, and so is your next breakthrough. This has been the Prosperity Lounge.